Thank you very much, Joe, for coming here
No
and
problem,
talking
Janet.
to us about the article that was so amazing. But before we talk to you, I gotta ask you a question. Do you find that you have two kind of job, the day job and this thing that you were doing? Do you find that strip is kind of funny because it's in both what you do and Wall Strip?
Your common theme?
Yeah, I think that was a coincidence, though. The Wall Strip thing. But they did come down and do a little segment and put the strip into Wall Strip. Or took the strip out of Wall Strip or something. But we did a little segment, and it turned out pretty good.
Well, tell us about Joe Redner and why you got behind, because there's a story. It's not just Wall Strip. You got behind something else first.
Well, I got behind two young men who are graduated from Florida State University Film School, and they came to Tampa, and I was running for office, and I guess they had read about me, and they kind of liked my positions and where I was in my mindset. So they came to me and asked me if they could follow me around and videotape me and see if anything came up that maybe we could do have a documentary on my life. Of course, I'm flattered. And,
Oh, yeah.
very flattering, and I said sure, and they were taking the expense on themselves. So they followed me around. I lost the election. They stayed around. I hired them. They stayed around. They produced a...
It was that flattering.
Yeah, they're really smart guys, really
Cool.
smart young men. They were on my show for a while, for a couple of years. I have a public access show I do on Tuesday nights at 9 o'clock. And they were on my show as co-hosts for a couple of years. They did a documentary called Life in the Death Belt about the death penalty, which...
Oh, wow.
which was received pretty well, and they came to me with a plan to go to New York City and start a company called Bright Red Pictures and see what they could do up there. So I gave $160,000 because that was what their plan was for. They went up there, they started making some videos and doing some things, and we were going along pretty good, not making any money, but they were keeping our head above water. And someone saw, again, someone that had more money than me, saw their creativity and their talent and everything, and he got them and he financed them to the tune of about $750,000. They started doing this show called Wall Strip, which is, it's about Wall Street and financial news, but they do it in an irreverent way.
Right.
They're very funny, and they have all the talent. They have just about everything, and I recognize that. So that company was called Wall Strip, bought Bright Red Pictures. We retained 20% of their company, actually 19, but I say 20.
Who's coming?
20% of
calculate that.
Yeah, don't call me a liar for 1%. 20% of the company, and CBS got a hold of it because they have content. CBS has plenty of content.
Oh, yeah.
But they didn't know how to market that content. People have been coming to their, change your dial to their station, and everybody comes to them for their product and their content, but that's not the way it is on the internet.
Right.
You can do your show, but you got to know how to market that show.
Of course.
And that's what they do. They're the experts at marketing, so that's why CBS took Adam and Jeff. Adam and Jeff actually now work for CBS.
Oh, wow.
They're executive producers for their web
I think
part of
that's
their
awesome.
business. Yeah.
You wrapped up pretty much everything, so we can say goodnight right now. Or you can come back and you elaborate very well on what you've talked about, and you're very passionate about this investment in these guys. What was the time frame from meeting them to developing something that CBS? I think the interesting part here for me is, anyway, and for a lot of our guests, is that you created something, launched it, marketed it enough to get attention from someone like CBS in order to purchase it from you, and you made a return on your money, I understand.
Yeah, I over doubled my money.
You over doubled your money. I mean, that's in a web kind of application like that on a hunch. First of all, great bird dog skills on it, but what was the length in that? What was it, like 6 years, 1 year, 2 years, 6 months?
No, from the time the concept of them
them
Bright
meeting
Red
you.
Pictures and them going to without them meeting me, because I hired them. They worked for me for a couple of years, and they produced the Death Belt program and some other things that they did. That really, I let them work for me and then make the money off of those things. I really recognize their talent.
Let them go.
Yeah, these are young men that are going to have an impact on the world, I believe, in the future sometime.
And they're going to mention your name when they got their start with Joe.
No, I don't care if they mention my name. I want to know that I helped them. I help them do what they're going to do, and they're going to help me too, I'm sure, because I'm not done with this life yet myself.
Well, and I wanted to ask you, because this is a pretty big deal. This is a huge thing.
Are you? How long did Wall Strip take from its concept, Bright Red Pictures or whatever, to its selling?
Wall Strip from when I think to when it sold, probably a year.
So
wow,
well,
that's even more amazing.
Yeah,
let me ask,
maybe less than that.
Are you going to be dabbling in other internet ventures? Are there other things up your sleeves? Because this was a huge success for you, so surely there's got to be something that you're planning ahead for.
I invested in these young men.
In these young men.
Not in the
Wall
internet,
Strip.
not in Wall Strip, not in anything. I invested in their intellect because I believed in them. And it's not the media, it's the people.
Right.
So if someone comes to me with an idea, and I have to have the same mindset as they do. They have to be compassionate, caring human beings, care about the environment, care about what's going on in the world, care that Bush is killing people. They care about all those things. They have the same mindset that I have.
That's funny that you said that, because
That's
you just
good.
said that you favored the Iraqi war earlier when we were talking.
No, I didn't favor the Iraqi war. I was in favor of the Afghanistan. The war in Afghanistan. That's the only thing that them and I differentiated on, and that was we were all against Iraq on my program, but I was for Afghanistan, and they weren't.
What's next for you personally?
Well, I don't have anything going on right now that I could speak of, really.
Are there going to be more elections that you participate
there's
in?
There's another election, not this year, but next year. There's an election for the county commission, and I think Brian Blair's seat is up at that time.
Yep.
And I think I would like to run against Brian Blair.
You know, this much, Joe, last time.
Well, it was
You know
close.
what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it was close. Next time you think it seems like it's a progression getting better and more and more.
Yeah, I really made a mistake, though. I think I had a winnership.
Well, do you think what you did?
Yep.
Okay. I'll let you embellish.
Yeah, I'll tell you, because I know what you're going to say.
Please do.
Because there was two things that I did. One was I said I was blacker than that lady. That did not hurt me.
No, I didn't.
Because when you check the statistics on the election, you'll look and you'll see I actually picked up votes in the area where that should have hurt me. The one that hurt me is I stuck to the issues the whole election. I wouldn't let anybody talk about the Mons Venus. If they did, I just changed the subject. I didn't give them any sound bites. I was really doing very, very well, and then right at the last, between the main election and the runoff, I said, yeah, if you come in the Mons, and then I brought the attention right back on the Mons. If you vote, I'll give you free admission. Also free admission to my gym, which didn't get very much
attention.
Yeah, I didn't get any attention at all. But you get free admission. The media just focused right on the Mons Venus, and that killed me.
But the disappointing,
you did so good all the way up to that point.
No, but I mean, the disappointing thing is, as Joe said, I don't care who you vote for, just go vote, because you were so disappointed in the turnout. So I mean, that was a good.
Disappointed in what the turnout was
Was.
going to be,
right?
Because it's traditionally from the main election, if there is a runoff, it goes in half, and I figured, well, I can get it up there.
Right.
And show people that I actually can get what nobody else can do. I can get people out to vote. But
you did?
Yeah, I did. The wrong people.
The wrong people.
That's the wrong people.
You wouldn't be ordering plasma screens though if you're in office right now, would you?
No, because never mind. Go ahead.
Next time.
Yeah.
Joe.
Yeah.
Next time. Right?
Thank you very much. If anybody wants to contact you, is there any kind of information you want to give out, or just watch your show on Tuesday nights?
Well, my email is joe@redner.com.
Easy.
That makes it pretty easy. Joe@redner.com.
Yeah.
Joe, it was a pleasure having you on the show, man. Thank you so much
me.
for being out here and sharing your experience in life and stuff like that. It's been going on.
It's already over. What's so fast?
That's how it goes. 8 minutes is 8 minutes, man. It swings by when you're having a good time.